Hey, it's Joy. Today is a very exciting day because my friend Brendan, who is a FSD beta tester since the beginning, he is going to come visit me and give me a ride on the latest FSD beta version 10.01. I believe that's what it is. And we're going to drive around in my area and see how it works. I am here with my friend Brendan.
Yes, hello.
So Brendan is in LA area for a few days and we met up. So Brendan and I actually first met about 2 years ago, right before COVID hit. That's how we met. And then he got FSD Beta. He's actually one of the original, the very first group when FSD Beta was rolling out. I still remember the night he DM me and go, Joy, something really exciting is happening. I can't tell you what it is yet, but I'm so excited right now. And then later I found out he got selected as a FSD beta tester. So today he's giving me a ride in his FSD beta car. And you mentioned that you got an update earlier today, right?
Yeah, we got version 10.0.1. Like, it literally hit the car while it was parked in the hotel because, you know, I got here Wednesday night and I actually haven't driven the car at all. Not even FSD Beta, nothing. Like, it's just been parked in the hotel and it got the update over cellular last night. So this is my very first drive in LA with FSD Beta with Joy. Like, I'm super excited because, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but Joy was the reason why I got on Twitter. This was 2 years ago when
Yes.
my mirror got busted off my car. She's like, oh, you should do a Twitter. I'm like, okay. And I had like a few people, you know, Ryan, John, Tesla owner, Silicon Valley, Alvin, you know, just a few people that I had on my Twitter. And now it's like kind of blown up from the beta.
Yeah, I still remember that one night after you start posting FSD beta photos and little clips, and you were DMing me and go, Joy, my Twitter account is going up. I literally watched it that night
like,
with
boom.
you. It went like from, I think when I looked at it, it was like 400. And then like in a couple of hours, it went to like 2,000 and then 4,000. It was just really incredible.
It was wild because then I'm dealing with these issues I've never dealt with before, like, you know, people reposting my videos on all different platforms. So then I made the decision at the time to just go to YouTube because you can enforce like copyright, and you can have your own, you know, your own videos there. So
right. So
control.
yeah, so I am so glad that I got to hang out with you again. It's been way too long. And I'm so excited to experience FSD Beta 10. So the last time, if you remember from my videos, 2 months ago when I was in Miami, Florida, I rode in Rafael, aka Tesla Tino's FSD Beta car when he took me from our dinner place back to my hotel, but that was FSD Beta 9. And I think it was like 2 or 3 days right before Tesla released FSD Beta 10. And earlier today is Friday. So earlier today, Elon also tweeted out that 10.0.1 is being released today. And then supposedly next week or 2 weeks, supposedly next week, 10.1 FSD beta version will have the button. So for those of us that have FSD, that we purchased the option, if you want to participate in a wider beta testing, then we can request a button. So I am super excited to do this drive with Brendan because there's actually one stretch of the road that I would drive on. And literally last week when I drive on it, I was wondering how FSD Beta will handle this. So it's kind of a narrow street and people are allowed to park on the sides. And it is supposed to be like a straight street, except that at the little intersections, they made tiny little roundabouts.
Oh, okay. Like in SAC.
like really tiny. Like, so the streets are really narrow and the roundabouts are kind of like narrow. And sometimes on the navigation, it doesn't even tell you it's a roundabout. It just says it goes straight. So I'm really curious as to how FSD Beta will handle that. So we'll go.
We're going to find out.
Kind of nervous, but hey.
I'm nervous too. LA's kind of crazy, you guys, because like this is only maybe 5 or 6 miles to come here. It took me over half an hour. Like, that's crazy. I mean, that would normally be like 5 minutes where I live, and over half an hour here. It's kind of crazy with the amount of people. You know, people are really aggressive here, and there's like scooters and bikes, and there's a lot going on. So this is gonna be a good test for us.
Yes. Well, welcome to LA, Brendan.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Woo! So hopefully this is gonna take us through that really crazy street, and because it is rush hour, it might avoid that street, but fingers crossed that we'll get to see how this is experiencing that interesting little street. But yeah, this car is just driving itself.
Yeah, this is the very first time I've used FSD Beta in the entire LA area, just so everyone knows. Like,
Welcome
this is the
to
very
LA.
first time. This is a first for me, first for Joy being in this version of software. So usually I like to pre-drive the roads first to kind of get a feeling of how something will feel. But this is all fresh. This is all new, and we're experiencing it for the first time.
So far.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Duquesne Avenue.
So we're in Culver City, and I didn't realize there's so many like movie studios around here.
Turn left onto Duquesne Avenue.
It's actually really amazing. Joy was telling me that there was a Sony Pictures studio as I was driving in. Like, you could tell it was a movie studio because the pillars were like beautiful, and there was like wrought iron gates everywhere. And I'm like, this got to be a movie scene.
Yes, we are not going to be right next to it, but very close to Amazon Studios. Amazon Studios.
Wow.
They moved here last year during COVID.
Wow.
So the entire downtown Culver City area was renovated. They built this amazing complex to house Amazon Studios. And also at the edge of the city, bordering Los Angeles City, they opened up a building to house 2,000 Apple employees. So there's an Apple campus.
Studios. The campus or the studio?
Not the campus. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably, I think it is the studio.
TV, yeah.
Yeah. So this is has
cool.
been a movie town.
Yeah. So when I went to Bulletproof Coffee Shop. Like, I like Bulletproof coffee, and there's only one coffee store in the entire United States, and I went to it in Santa Monica today. It was right on the border of Santa Monica, Venice. And while I was in there, there was an agent talking about some of their stuff that they were working on. There was some guy in some movie because he was talking about the films. He was getting ready to hop a flight. I was like, this is crazy.
That's so typical.
I've never been anywhere like this.
So typical. All right, so we're entering. This is almost to the downtown Culver City area.
Turn right.
And this entire area, they have really narrow streets with residential parking and stuff.
Car door.
Now turn right onto Lucerne Avenue.
We'll see how this goes. But yeah,
look at this.
Yeah. But this is totally like...
This used to struggle on past builds. On early builds, it would try to clip it. And so see the blue cars? People keep asking blue cars, what does blue cars do? It means that our car was yielding to them because it was their turn. Oh, that was too close, huh?
Oh, one disengagement.
Okay, it could have been me, you guys, because like I've never driven here, so I'm being like ultra cautious. And here's a speed bump. And it's not slowing down.
It's a weird speed bump though.
It's not slowing down.
No, it's not like a full-on. It's like a half speed bump.
Oh, okay. These are folds. Is it going to slow down?
It's not gonna slow
down. It's not going to slow down.
I don't know why they do these half speed bumps.
This is a challenge.
Yeah. So this whole area, when I drive by it, when I drive through this, I always wonder, how FSD Beta is going to handle all the these crazy, tricky little streets.
Oh man.
Oh, it is going to take us onto that tricky little street. That
Waiting for our turn.
yes.
So Beta's a little confused.
Because it doesn't know which car is gonna go
Yeah,
first.
I think it was confused there. But I've never
In
even
500 feet,
I've never
turn
even
left onto
seen. Oh, wait, how's it gonna
Street.
handle this?
Oh, this car is backing.
Wow.
Okay, wow. So it did stop.
It's handling all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that curb may have just been me overreacting because I'm not unfamiliar with the area, but it completely
Okay,
yielded
now
to
we
the
have
car.
a full speed
Full
bump
speed
here.
bump. It didn't show it.
No.
Usually you'll see dashes.
Interesting.
It's not really detecting these, but they're not marked very well. So the speed bumps in my area have like these big white stripes.
Oh, yeah.
These are really faded.
Exactly. Okay, so after we turn left here, this is the street. And stop sign. Yep. Okay, here we go. The narrow
In
street.
500
I'm gonna
feet,
drop the
enter
speed
the
down.
roundabout and take the second exit.
Okay,
Okay.
roundabout.
Roundabout.
Oh, it worked!
Oh, wow!
It worked really
Good
well.
job. Okay, this one is the
Now
second
enter the
one.
roundabout
It worked
and
really-
take the second
Oh,
exit.
it's
It
still
worked
red.
really well. Okay, turn on the left signal for some reason.
That was weird.
Now
And then
they're in.
right. Now
Oh, it's so
confused.
narrow.
Yes,
That's
it is.
why.
It is really narrow. So it doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, and look, there's a.
Oh, and there's like construction
ahead.
going on too. And people are looking at us like, what is going on with this car?
Oh, interesting. How's
Oh.
it going to handle this?
In
I don't
500
know.
feet,
Okay,
the
Slow.
destination
look.
will be on the left.
Oh,
Wow, it's working. Oh my gosh. This is wild, you guys. Oh, it's stopping at the lines.
wow. Okay, we had to disengage
It was
because
so close. That was so close. Okay, I disengaged. We were probably going to be like inches away from hitting that, but we got to our destination. So
yes.
Now
Okay.
destination.
Wow. Okay. Now I know
Wow.
how this is handling.
So
it.
what it was doing, it was yielding to these lines here.
Oh.
And then it was going. So it was treating it as kind of like a soft yield.
I see.
That's why it was stopping for those little sections back there.
Do you want to drive back?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can go up and see if
Mhm.
you can make a U-turn and just come back on the same street, and then I'll enter another destination.
Look at this.
Yep, this is
Holy cow.
LA rush hour traffic,
Never seen anything like this.
red everywhere.
Wow. Yeah, but that's like the burgundy color. That's like, not moving
It's
color.
not even red. It's like
That's
dark.
not like red. This is like not moving. Wow, this is crazy. That was wild that it went. The guy had the sign and
slow
flipped it
and
around,
stop.
and then the car like proceeded correctly, and it
Yes.
went around it.
Yes, that was so cool.
That was amazing. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna leave it at 25.
Okay,
Usually I go 5 over.
but why is it stopping?
Maybe it's-
green.
It's having some confusion.
It's green. Thank
I'm
God there's
tapping the
no
throttle
car
a little
behind
bit.
us. Okay. And we're coming back to the construction area. Here's the
Yeah.
first
Slow
roundabout,
down, slow down, slow
and
down.
it's not recognizing it. Woo! See? See?
That didn't work.
Nope.
I see. Like I would have slowed down much earlier.
Yeah. Okay, now.
In 500 feet, enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
This is definitely challenging. I'm actually glad we went this way. Did you see how the pathing is
Yes.
pulling that way?
Yes.
So it's not routing very well for this temporary
And
construction.
we picked a good day because they have construction here today. The other day when I drove by, there's no construction.
And this is actually a really good scenario because this is something I've been complaining about since we got the beta software, Vision
Now
software is
enter the
construction.
roundabout and take the second
just-
exit.
It hasn't been handling construction areas very well.
Okay. And now it keeps signaling. Oh, it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, it was tempting to. Why is it not showing this? So it's not showing as a road edge. You see that? Now,
Yeah, it's-
sometimes it's showing.
Mhm.
It's not sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a really good test.
Tesla, you need to put me as a FSD beta tester. so I can drive on this road every single day and troubleshoot it for you.
Yeah. See, it's not drawing correctly here. See, it's not confident about the edges.
Yep.
Okay, we'll turn it back on now. It's such a weird feeling, like when you're in the car, like you can tell when it's not sure because like it goes really slow.
Yes, and it you can feel that it's getting confused.
Yeah, like.
Okay, here we go again. Is it gonna slow down?
Oh my god! It just wasn't okay, you guys. Like I'm disengaging because like it. Like Joy's laughing over here because I'm kind of letting the car go really close to this stuff, but it's not slowing down. Like, you know, we're going like full speed into these like little roundabout things. It's kind of scary.
It is scary.
We're not like trying to be overreactive, but man, it's so hard to describe this like when you're in the car and it's like hauling full speed at like a curb.
Yeah.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Okay.
So creeping forward for visibility.
That's good.
Yeah.
But then now it's a little slightly confused. Not a lot.
Now
Oh, because
turn
it's
left.
trying to pull into here.
Oh yeah.
Which
Now
is not going
here's
to happen
the
because they're closed.
Right.
Oh, this is cool. This is Apple Studios, you guys.
Yep.
Culver City. Wow, this is neat. Okay, let's go back. So that didn't work very well.
Well, we troubleshoot for Tesla.
Yeah. Construction zones. It's been my problem for a long time.
Well, Brendan and I just had a very interesting drive through my area. So supposedly next week, the button's going to go public for those that want to have it. I don't know.
You know, I put it on my Twitter. I didn't put my position on it, but I don't feel like it's ready yet unless we have some substantial jump, you know, in 1 week's time, which could happen. But like how it just handled this, it needs a lot of work on construction areas. Like that's been my chief complaint since version 9, really, because like I could see where my car struggles the most is construction zones and like temporary like road closures. It's kind of the same stuff we're seeing in Frenchie's videos, like because he has a lot of construction in Chicago. We just experienced that the car was like not like on the screen, the visualization wasn't showing the roundabouts. It was like fuzzy. It's like it wasn't sure about it, and it was kind of just going full speed into these these roundabouts. We were fine, but like it's not very comfortable when you're sitting there and you can tell the car's like just going full on at it. Like you should be slowing down, like go around it slowly, and it was just barreling straight at that.
It was like a student driver.
Yeah, it was like, I don't want to say the word drunk driver because I used that on the old video, but like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, someone that's not paying attention and it's not aware of everything is kind of like a drunk driver. That's what the car was acting on those roundabouts. Like it wasn't really, like it didn't know it was there. It just needs a little more training.
And I think we talked about this, if someone that's not paying attention, someone who's, you know, fumbling with their phones or whatever, it's going to cause accidents.
Yeah, I mean, like if we didn't disengage or intervene where we needed to, the car may have curbed a couple times because that street was really narrow.
Right.
And then there's like these edges that they put out of these like black cement blocks that looked like cement. So like we can visually see it, but I think the car sometimes has trouble understanding the definition of an edge where there's a shadow.
Right.
And since the color contrast was all black, it probably struggled there because of it.
Yeah.
That's my thinking, because it was all black.
Probably.
Like if it was a different color, it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, so I think ultimately to me, actually since I got this car and I've been using, you know, autopilot, to me it has to be that, you know, the cities, they need to make sure the lane markings are marked correctly and they're updated, they're not faded. And then obviously, you know, with the software itself, it's going to be able to recognize it. But outside of that difficult street, everything else, FSD Beta handled perfectly.
Yeah, that car backing up,
Yeah.
Yeah, we just went through this like weird triple intersection thing with 2 cars coming from the left, and we went around this like kind of weird curve with like median thing, and there was speed bumps, the street got narrow, and there was a car backing out of the driveway. And at first we were going a little bit fast, but then it just braked, it stopped, waited for the car, it waited for the oncoming car. Like, we were fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know that FSD Beta has come a long way since the first day you got it almost a year ago. So, and I think that, you know, well, I think when they do open this up, the button, it'll just get better and better and better.
Yeah, it's going to get better with more people in the program. I mean, they just widened it last week with the version 10 or 2 weeks ago. I've lost track, but the last version 10 release, they widened it quite a bit. So we know a lot more people are in it, which means they're going to get data faster, and it's going to accelerate the amount of, you know, progression we're going to see. So, you know, I don't know about the whole button thing. I mean, Elon was saying it had to do about the driving analytics on the car. So even when the button appears, there's still a 7-day period of time before it comes to the car. So really, it's 2 weeks, you guys.
It is 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, here we go, 2 weeks again.
Elon, you do need someone here to drive that tricky road for you. And again, add me, please, add me.
Yeah, you know, I got my car because of Joy. You guys need to know that. Like, really... Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brendan, for taking me around. And it's so good catching up with you.
I know.
It's been too long. So hopefully next time it won't take this long for us to meet again.
Yeah, but you know, COVID years, it's been weird.
Yeah. So, well, thank you guys. Bye.